What bet would you
I don't
make
give
here?
a fuck what bet. Just make one, Thad. Make
You
one
know,
that gets your
Thad,
fucking dick hard.
You don't always have
What
to
kind of
make the
gets your
bet.
dick
That
hard?
shit does get my dick kind of hard.
Parlay. You
A
want
parfait.
Stat parlay.
Montrez Harrell is back in the game.
We could do.
Wait, he's playing?
Parlay.
Dude, yeah, he's on Philly now, apparently. Hey, welcome back to the podcast. Go ahead.
Throw a beat on him.
I'm distracted.
Hey.
Look, he's gonna
Hey,
fuck his own shit up.
Thad's distracted because he's acting stupid. He's spending money when he should be not. He's an idiot because he gambling on the fucking Phillies and the Boston pieces of shit. Welcome back to the pod.
Philly money line tonight, by the way. Welcome back to the
Jesus.
podcast. Beanie Boys being blunt. We're not smoking a blunt. We're being
Nope.
blunt.
Yeah.
And it lasts as long as it would take to smoke a blunt. My name's Thad
Sure.
B. This is Cameron McKenzie. We got Joe Bruno on the ones and twos. And then what did Luke Stam just
Luke
say?
asked, "Why aren't you smoking?"
Right.
I don't know. We don't have wraps or weed.
I love how
It's
he's like.
it's the worst. It's the worst put together podcast.
He actually
Yeah.
looks like a studio audience. member,
Right.
Yeah.
I love
Like,
it.
You look like
He looks
every
like
member
the-
of a studio audience morphed into one.
honestly.
He looks like the person with the most money in this.
Yeah. He's got steak.
He's
Anyway.
like, these
'Cause he
fucking
doesn't
assholes.
sports
No, you're not even smoking on the fucking podcast. What the fuck have I been doing all summer?
Introducing our guest, Jonny Bratsveen.
Johnny
everybody.
Bratsveen. We'll get to him in a minute, but for now,
It's
You-
time
yeah.
for new jokes.
jokes.
Oh yeah, you have a new joke for later.
This is time for new
come
jokes.
up with one, maybe.
Yeah, start
I have
thinking.
nothing. I have nothing
Start thinking.
in particular.
All right.
Spin that screwdriver.
Yeah, this is the dumbest show of all time. Hey, that means Thad's going first. I'm your host for this
To
evening,
be honest,
Pablo Escobar. They
don't
let me
know.
out to host this.
I don't know if I have any.
You don't have any jokes? Well, that's cool. Gonna feed you
Wow.
to my hippos. Anyway, all right.
this why I
Make
was
some
brought on
noise
the
right now
podcast?
for the gambling addict
Content.
himself, Thad B. Yeah.
Hey, whoa, yeah.
Find a joke, babe.
Golf is crazy, man. The average white guy loves that shit. Like, the whole concept is to get this tiny little thing into a hole so small, but that also probably explains why the average white guy loves sex so much.
Okay.
Because
Are you
Is
questioning
this
your
a
own
joke,
joke?
or is this like a?
It's always
Is
a
this
workshop.
paper topic?
It's a
It sounds
it's,
like
this
you're
is a
writing
thesis?
this is
like
a
you're writing
tried and
thesis
true
piece.
joke, Johnny. What
Are you going back to
talking-
school for communications?
No, I'm not
Obviously, you've
communicate-
never
I
worked
communicate
clear.
better than that.
Golf is just sex. Ha 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 ha.
Did you write ha 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 in there?
Yeah, 3 ha's.
That's awesome.
Sometimes it only takes 3 to 5 strokes. Ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha.
Did you write your own laugh applauses in
Yeah,
your jokes?
I did. Well,
Well,
put
are you
parentheses-
writing the ha ha ha's you're saying?
It's all about presentation, Johnny.
So what I'm just saying, like, as you have it written there, do you have ha 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 separating it? 'Cause
I
you
do
go,
have.
I think
"This
that's
is
for
the
his own
funny
giggles.
part."
I do have one ha 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 in there.
That's awesome. 4 ha's. You added one.
Anyways, golf's great.
Golf is crazy.
So golf is great. Golf is
You got
like
another joke?
sex.
Yeah.
I'll give you the
Because-
light.
Because
Short
sometimes,
strokes.
like low strokes, you got to play with a handicap. You gotta,
You have to play with a
you gotta
handicap.
do all these things.
If you don't pay attention to sports, this is a crazy sounding thing. I'm
The
giving you
worst
the
place
light,
to
by the
be-
way.
The worst place to do
Oh.
is in the sand. Huh?
Let
There
me
you
get
go.
Yeah,
out
you don't want
That's
to
a
fuck in
little
the sand. I
educational,
mean,
think.
play golf in the sand.
I think I may be bisexual.
Yes.
Except for like the sex stuff. I don't think I would do all that.
Okay.
I did not like. I never wanted to take a dick in the ass. I never wanted to fuck a dude in the ass. But like, I'll kiss the homies. That's like. It's just like you're checking on your homie. You're just like, hey man, you doing good? That's good. See you later. Like, I'll kiss the homie. I guess I'm homosexual. Also, I wrote this
Ah.
joke and then I looked it up, and homosexual is an actual thing.
Yeah, it's for
Were you excited
uncloseted
about
guys.
that?
I had no
Were you
idea.
excited about that?
Yeah, I was a little excited about that because now I may actually be something instead of just straight. I belong to the rainbow now.
Right, now you're gonna be special.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna be special.
I'm going to get books
Thad.
in Denver all the time now.
Yeah, look at me. Constantly
I'm
hitting
Thad B.
Denby. Get off the
Introducing your
stage.
next comic. He's great. You know,
Yeah.
he's a 2-time roast champion.
Oh, yeah.
The quickest on his feet I've ever seen in my life. Make some noise for Cameron McKenzie, you guys.
Thank you. I run fast.
I did beat you in a foot race one time.
I really don't believe that you're bisexual or we're not homies because you've never kissed me. Anyway,
Are you guys gonna kiss?
I'll work
tonight?
on that. Bro.
No, that's fine.
Are
You
we
know,
kissing
we don't have to
tonight?
work on anything
I'll work on
bad.
it. Well, I
Is
feel
it
like
what
We have
happens
4
when I come on?
B's in our podcast, and you can't even be bisexual. You choose homosexual. You choose some 2013 Urban Dictionary version of sex.
if I
Jesus.
kissed you though, I feel like I would be full.
You'd
like,
be in love.
I'd be gay. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's assumptions would be correct on your end. But I don't think you're my type.
You just look interested.
Well, look at me.
You just look at.
My nose ring is
tonight
inviting.
Can be the night.
Could be.
Okay,
You can
so
hit on your bed. You can find love finally.
it may be the
It
reason
might
we
be a
started this
magical
podcast.
Honestly,
Right, it's just a long
Oh.
honey pot.
discover
Last
my
night at Vultures,
sexuality.
Jay Folks was telling this joke, and he asked the crowd, "Has anyone been to Japan?" And Joe was like, Joe said next to me, I was standing next to him, and he said, "I've seen a picture."
No, dude.
I was like, "It's 2022. I hope." Oh, holy shit!
Never been, bro. I saw
There was an
one
old
time.
picture
Yo.
too. It was
I
black
saw
and
a
white.
picture. Yeah, he was like, "I saw it. But it was there." Do you think body cams come in black and white or color?
You probably had a body cam in black and white. You talking about like
Like a
color?
cop one? Do they show up in black
Well,
and
if
white?
it's a
or
cop-
You
in
just
color?
gotta throw a filter over it, baby.
If it's
That's
a
true.
cop
They-
body cam, it's only coming in white.
Coming in white, yeah. I'm not
There
gonna
you
fist
go,
bump
Thad.
that.
You should be proud
Give me
of
the
that
light.
one.
Did you give me the light?
Oh, that's my camera.
Thank you. Let's see. I was driving down here, and my dad. I get real stern when my road rage comes out. Like my dad voice is prominent. A guy was gonna cut me off, and I said, "Don't do it. Do not." And he didn't do it, and I was like, "Being okay, Dad." I was like, "That kid's not putting his finger in the socket."
Right, it was a powerful dad voice. You
It
could feel
was.
it.
I made a kid in the back at work the other day.
I was gonna
Before
say, what
Luke
do you mean
started,
you
this was
made
sad.
a kid in the back.
I did. I made him cry because of my dad voice. I was like, "I need you to make this sandwich now."
Did you get upset at him?
Yeah.
That's
An hour and a
wild.
half for a veggie sandwich?
That's so
Get it
mean.
out of the kitchen. Anyway, all right.
Wait, you were yelling at an employee?
Yeah.
But he
Were
was
you a
also probably
customer,
like,
or
No,
were
I
you-
am a
You were a
manager.
manager.
Yeah, hard R. I've been Cameron
"Damn, bro."
McKenzie.
Cameron
Thank you.
McKenzie, everybody.
Yeah.
Ow!
Thank you.
Hey Johnny.
Hey, Johnny.
What's going on?
How you doing,
Dude.
Bratsveen?
Just
This is Jonny
It's
Bratsveen.
October.
This is Johnny. You met Johnny already. If you didn't meet Johnny already, we talked all about him.
Yeah, go listen to his
in
previous
episode
pod.
Before.
Right. We did. We were here for Pride Month.
Yeah, now we're here for Spooky Month.
For
This is the other Pride Month.
sober
This
October.
This is the other Pride Month for the sober people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Spooky Month
Do you
for
say that
Republicans.
because you go sober and then you go gay?
No, I'm just saying. It's just this is the month that I'm doing sober October.
Yeah.
I'd be like, who the fuck cares?
Yeah, I
Just do it.
I did.
Yeah.
I did
Just
dry
do it.
January.
I don't care.
Right. If you're struggling with addiction,
It doesn't matter what
I don't
month it
need
is.
to watch your journey.
You don't have to
Yeah.
tell me.
I don't need a
That's
Snapchat
fair.
memory every time you
Look,
do
you
it.
can go through that by yourself.
Yeah.
That's actually a very fair point.
It's a journey alone.
I thought you were talking
But
because
and I hate that it's always just October where everyone figures it out.
But also, like, this is the funnest month to drink. It's starting to get cold.
I mean, is
Cocktails
it?
are fun. I
well,
don't
it's
know.
when you're like. I
have.
feel like it's when you're burrowing up inside. You know.
You want to drink at home.
Yeah, I'm definitely drinking more at home.
It's like a mini pandemic.
This
You
is the
know what I
month.
mean?
It's like
Yeah.
the pre-pandemic,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
getting ready.
It
for
feels
just
like
like-
it.
because
That's what
everybody's
winter
gonna,
feels
look,
like
Stock
now.
up on
Because
your
COVID
toilet
is
paper.
now-
You know.
No, the winter is now going to be the new COVID season.
Yeah, everyone's getting
Everybody's
sick,
gonna get
man.
sick.
Everyone's getting sick.
Stay inside. You put your mask
Dude,
on.
it may be
That's all I'm saying,
it may be
dude.
COVID. for
Wear
the
your mask into
12%.
Walgreens. You know it's where they hang out. I don't know who they are.
Well, do you guys, since it's October, have you guys figured out if you have any substance abuse problems this month?
Me and alcohol have a cool relationship.
That's a shitty question to ask, Johnny. Fuck
Yeah.
you, man.
It's sober October, baby.
Yeah,
Come
I don't
on.
like the idea of sobriety because I feel like sobriety is a drug in itself, man. You ever met a straight edge person? I'd rather hang out with a drunk.
Well, that's
like,
true. Because think about when you were a
No,
kid.
it's totally. Well, that's
Like
because
full
the
straight
behavior,
edge.
the behavior stays. It's just the thing that goes.
Yeah, their personality is
So-
the
right.
fucking same. They're still a shithead. They just don't have alcohol in them.
Right.
I'm
They
like,
just.
yeah.
You just
It's
can't
like,
be
I don't do
they're
any
just high.
substances.
They're just high. That's all. it
Well,
is.
I fuck with people who still smoke weed and are like,
well,
so,
yeah.
because that's
do you,
not sober.
Do you count
but
sober October as no weed too?
We are in Colorado. It's a tricky one because I
No,
don't think
dude,
anyone's
I'm
ever
in
taken
Colorado.
more than a
It's
week.
sober everything. You have to be.
So you have to be
sober.
clean.
You have to be
I've
sober
never
for
done that
everything.
in October.
Nicotine.
Nicotine,
Caffeine.
No, you have just nicotine's not like a escape.
You walk out
You need-
buildings
you
to
need
do
nicotine
it.
is
You
not an
escape
escape.
buildings.
Yeah, but you're
I'm so
actively-
envious.
Hold on, but you're actively trading life. Like,
Everybody.
Joe, do you have something to chime in, Mister?
That's the
I walk
difference.
out before
That's
the
difference.
podcast.
You're actively trading life because of all the poisons and shit. Everybody goes, damn, they're fucking like. So you're actively, so it's not a getaway. It's just like
Yeah.
make it faster. Like that's
Oh,
all
you're
I'm saying.
speeding up.
Everybody has a substance abuse issue until it comes to Johnny's, and then it's not a substance abuse.
Well,
issue.
that's
No.
Here's the thing. All right,
You're
here's
not the
thing.
abused.
The
You're
only
the
reason I
abuser.
bring it up is because I did go to the doctor, and the only thing she like railed on me
Yeah.
about my drinking. Because I think I was honest, but I also think they
Well, no
kinda
one is
misunderstood what I was
How old are
saying.
you?
Well, they ask you
31.
like how many drinks do you have a week, and
Yeah,
that's
they ask it.
the
they ask
number's
it in
gonna
the
be
worst
double
way.
digits.
So they ask you by how in a week, how many beers would you say you had?
12, but it was one
like,
day.
well,
you know what I
Monday's
mean?
24,
and I'm like,
Tuesday's
right.
36. Like, what
And
is
then
that?
you tell them it's like, well, I'll maybe have like 2 on Monday, 2 on,
Yeah.
and then they go, okay, so 16 beers. You have 16 beers, and do you have any shots or anything? I'm like, I have a shot or
Like,
two.
okay,
around.
officer.
And they'll be like, okay, so let's say, would you say about 6 shots and 18 beers is fair? And
Like,
was
I'm not Wade
yeah.
Boggs.
Is this what your doctor sounded like?
Yeah, and then it's
I'd
the most,
smack
it's
my
the
doctor.
Weirdest, when you talk to them, it's the weirdest, most manipulative. They're just making you feel shitty.
They're
for
like cops.
drinking. Because I'm like sitting there. She goes, "So are you still having 16 beers and 8 shots?"
Damn,
and I'm just
dude.
like,
Damn.
No,
they look
like,
at the notepad
she- right,
before.
Yeah, she whipped out the
They just
notes
look
Are
at
for
you
the
still
that,
having,
dude.
what is it, 18?
right.
18
and
is
that's how it feels. You're just like,
Mm.
well, I feel like you're taking that out of context.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
not
like a
saying-
guidance counselor, but mandated guidance counseling. They're like, hey, you
Did,
doing
did
fine,
she tell
or
you
else you can't
anything
go back to
about-
history.
Did she tell you anything about weed?
No, and that was the funny thing. Was like she goes on this long tirade because I still told her I was using like chewing tobacco and drinking, and she goes on this long tirade about tobacco and drinking, and she goes, marijuana, I could care less. And I wanted to be like, I don't feel like that's right
What?
No.
because you're still smoking something, right? You're
Yeah.
still fucking like, but she's literally like, I don't even care.
Damn.
Why
And
could
so
she
I can't wait.
care less?
I can't wait till like my kids are my age, and it's like marijuana is the leading cause of cancer.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
bet. We're all dead at 60 because of it.
Right.
Like, no one's making it past
My
them.
father
Yeah.
used medical marijuana.
If you used medical marijuana,
This
You're
was his face
obligated
when he
to
died.
go
you'd be
receive a
entitled
tip.
to financial
Call
compensation.
Hoiser and Hoiser for
Yeah.
mesothelioma marijuana.
Get a lawyer now, and you'll
The double
be good.
M's.
But no, it was
We
funny
should become
'cause
weed lawyers.
That's a great idea.
I'm not going to law school.
weed lawyers. I
Yeah.
think you guys you've already missed that train.
Considering
We could just represent ourselves.
considering the last month's events, I feel like going to my court date and being like, "Hey, I'm a weed lawyer now." They'd
Yeah.
be like, "Oh, you're good then."
What if I show up like
Yeah,
in a
okay.
weed suit, but
Yeah,
I represent
Go
myself?
anywhere and say you're a weed lawyer.
I'm a weed
And they're
lawyer.
gonna be like, okay, well,
I'm a
just
weed
sign
lawyer.
right here so we
Yeah.
know who to take to jail at the end of this.
Cuffed.
Do you have substance abuse issues?
I mean, you have trouble saying that word.
Say it 3 times fast.
Substance abuse, substance abuse, substance abuse.
Issue. Add issue.
Substance abuse issue, substance abuse issue, substance abuse issue.
Boom.
All right, well, I said it better than you did.
Boom. The first time.
I honestly, my doctor told me to stop drinking coffee. Like, kind of like as they tell an old man, like, hey, you should stop.
Is coffee included in sober
Caffeine is a
October?
tough one, but like coffee in itself is like does stuff
No,
to your
because
body.
it's not an escape.
No, you're not. I'm not escaping anything.
You
I
have
think
to-
it
you
is.
have-
But caffeine has a hold on this.
No, because caffeine
but
and nicotine become like you become addicted to them to the point where it's like
Yeah.
your brain will like stab itself if you don't give it.
you are actually dependent.
like you need it to wake
Well, you could
up.
get that way with alcohol too, though.
Yeah,
but, it's
then you'll
it's
like
not
die.
But like, there's never like a
That's
time
true.
you're drinking coffee and you're like, oh man,
I should stop.
like oh man, I can't get behind the wheel of a car.
I have
Yeah.
an issue.
Oh, I'm so jittery. But my doctor was like, you should stop. And then I did the most like old man ever, the old man thing ever. And I was like, I'm not gonna stop. I was
Really?
like, I'm just gonna keep.
You told your
drinking it.
doctor that?
Yeah, I was like,
You
I'll try
told
and
your
cut
doctor
back or
that?
whatever.
Oh wow.
I was like, I'll do tea.
What did he or she say?
She was like, I'll see you next month. And I was like,
I
all right.
really love that you left that gender open.
She
There's
is a she.
lady doctors too.
She's a she. She's cool. Shout out
I would have
doctors.
just assumed him. What did he? what did the man tell you?
What
No.
did the man do?
If the man told me,
man's
if the
job.
man told me anything, I'd walk out of that room. I'd be like, "Fuck you, doctor." I don't do well with male doctors.
So you think caffeine or coffee?
caffeine? I need to just stop drinking alcohol. Period, because
Yeah.
it doesn't do anything for me, like at
It
all.
makes me feel good.
if I
That's
could
about
do
it.
the one drink before I go on stage type deal,
fucks
but
me
like
up,
I
man.
can't. There's no point to me doing it. I like myself better when I'm high, and I don't really like myself when I drink. So it should be as simple as that.
You don't like yourself when you drink?
No, if I'm just drinking, if I'm
a
like
fucking-
drunk,
if
I
I'm
hate
drunk,
myself.
I'm gonna make the
Ooh.
worst decisions while I'm
100%. I'm gonna say some dumb shit.
When
I'm gonna
high,
ask
I'm
who's
gonna-
that.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna
make
do all
the
sorts of
most
shit.
Comfortable decisions.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm drunk, I'm doing the most. I'm like,
Do you know what I did?
Let's crank it up.
You were drunk at the Chappelle concert, and you said a good idea is just passing out right now.
I was just fucking passing out.
I like that you just
dude.
called it a Chappelle concert.
Oh yeah.
Are you a comedian?
No.
Let's call our next show the
I
Beanie
am
Boys concert.
A manager at Men's Warehouse, actually.
Should we call our next show a concert by the Beanie Boys and it's just 4 comedians?
And it's just comics.
No music.
That'd be great.
No
In
walkout
front of a
music
live
either.
studio audience.
Luke's damn.
Johnny, I did have a question for you.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Should I ask? We already asked him that question last time.
Yeah, you can ask him whatever you want. Do you have
Ask
something?
me
Yeah, I have
whatever,
an
ask
actual
me
question.
whatever.
Ask him.
Why don't you ever do the "You Look Like" roast?
Why don't I ever do it? Because I don't want to fucking do that shit.
Why not?
I don't want to fucking do it because it's a
I
lot
get
of
it.
fucking work, dude.
I could tell you it
You have
is.
to understand, I am more of a process guy. Like I would have to sit down and like force myself to do
to
that
write
for
shit?
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it
Which-
would drive me insane.
I can be honest
Well,
with the host of the show. I write for the first person you assign me to, and that's it.
right.
I'm
you
not
guys
ready
are
for
assholes for that, and
anybody.
sometimes you motherfuckers get caught out and then get all up in your feelings.
You know who's
Yeah.
never been called out? This bitch. But I have unfinished business with Romer.
Oh, do you?
I
Well,
have
because
him-
you guys
I
didn't
have
let
him
us
on
go against each
Thursday.
other. Again, we had to roast all the losers.
That is
Well,
true.
because we couldn't let you go against each other
I
again.
know it would have been good.
yeah,
because-
you could have.
No, because I mean, how much? Look, in the logistics of that situation, what was more likely to happen? You guys run out of jokes for each other, or you run out of jokes for everybody else that was on the show?
I don't think they would have
Because-
ran out of jokes for each other.
Because you
You should have
and
seen us
also
at the
have
bar.
to see it from the audience's perspective.
Yeah.
So what? They only came there to watch him and Rummery roast each other.
they came
3
to watch
times in
the
a
best
row.
roast.
Well, you what?
But-
And it's
and
written.
it still
It's by a
was the
sound
best
decibel
roast.
meter.
It was still the best roast.
It was the best roast. It was really good,
We just had to make some adjustments on the fly because shit
Yeah.
was going off.
which
the
I'm
rails.
fine with. But I have unfinished.
There were
business
so
with
many. There
Romer.
were so many holes in that show. I don't even want to get into it.
It's like Swiss cheese.
I don't want to even get into it. All.
Well, you're only asking because you want to direct the attention away from you doing it on Thursday.
Oh, that's right. You are doing it. I hope. You
Yeah,
eat a
well, no,
fucking
I was
dick.
just wondering
No, I
because
want
I
him to
got
beat him.
I replaced Ali because he
Mhm.
dropped out, and Brian was like, "Yeah, so like people can keep like the brown and Indian stuff," and I was like, "That would work well with Johnny though too."
probably.
So I was like,
Yeah.
"Why can't
You guys
just
do look
I'm
like
not
2
fucking
Indian
doing
guys right now,
I'm
just hanging
not
out on the
fucking doing
street.
it.
honestly.
It's like a cold
guys
day
don't
in
understand.
Bengali.
I am, dude. No, I'm not doing it. I'm lazy as shit. I
You
don't
and
give a-
Brian should roast each other.
I
one
think
time.
that's what it should happen.
That's what everybody
For
wants.
the last
Everybody
one
wants.
ever.
Oh, you and Brian should roast each
When's
other.
the last one ever?
If you ever hang up the towels, you
Right.
should do it against each other
Right.
in the for
did you
1
ever
minute.
when it was in Memphis? Did you do it in Memphis?
How long you been
I did it
roasting?
multiple times. I've done
Really?
it multiple times in Memphis.
How many roasting
I
championships
actually did
you
one.
got?
I won one out here too. The one they started it in Denver.
I'll bet.
They started one in Denver too.
They started one in Denver, and that's what made me start one in Colorado Springs.
Yeah.
Because I went to the Denver one,
And you're like, boo.
and it was shitty. It was shitty. I'll
Yeah,
say-
well, they're
I'll
not
say
good
it
at
right
You Look
here.
Likes.
It was just shitty. The
Well, when
hosts
they
weren't
come down,
good.
they don't do good well in the You Look
I
Like
will
part.
say
Well, I mean, theirs isn't running anymore for a fucking specific
you
reason.
Dang,
and
dang,
Brian,
dang.
you and Brian together are the best hosts I've ever seen.
It's hilarious.
Dude.
It's so
I
like
can't stand it
it's the most
I know.
unstructured structure.
Why can't you stand it?
because I hate it. I hate sharing the stage.
Yeah.
What are you
That's
talking
fair.
about?
I
But
get
then
it.
I feel like you guys bounce off each other because I think it's more like Brian will do his bit and then like it comes to like a slow, like it slows down
Yeah,
a
we're
little,
good at
and then
riffing
you
off each
jump
other
you
and-
jump
yeah.
in there
Yeah.
and riff a little bit.
Well,
and
we
it's
can
great.
pull each other out. Well, I mean, it's just a fucking
repetition
it's just
thing
Sleight
too.
of hand. As soon as I
Yeah.
start failing, Brian steps in and you just leave it open enough so that he has a easy way to come in.
It's not making music, man. It's just
Right,
like
dude.
jazz.
Right, mate.
As it
You just
were.
gotta fucking let
It's
it.
like,
let
you
it
ever just
ride.
play the piano next to someone playing the fucking cello? You just make music.
Right.
Neither have I.
I've never
No,
done that
never
in my
fucking
life.
See,
done that.
fucking Cam, British
Think
Cam
about
gets
it.
it.
British Cameron's real smart and
British-
creative. Honestly.
British Cameron.
British Cameron's brilliant. But
Cameron.
honestly, Cameron, I probably say my name properly. I say my name correctly in a British
British-ass
accent.
name.
Cameron. I've got 3
Cameron.
syllables.
Cameroon.
Cameroon, like the
Mr.
country, innit?
Cameroon.
5 minutes? Hey, Johnny, you got a new joke that you want just kind of fling into the wind?
Yeah, you had
I
20
really
minutes.
don't
to prepare.
know. I really don't have a new joke.
You got any
I'm-
premises that you feel like working?
Neither did I.
You just got anything fun
I didn't have a
bouncing
new
around
joke
up
either,
there?
but I talked about golf being sex.
You
for a
talked about
while.
golf being sex.
I
yeah.
did a dad voice.
It wasn't that good. You did a dad voice.
It wasn't good either.
I don't have any.
This
look,
is better
I'm
than
on-
my
I'm in
jokes.
full bum mode.
I like
alright?
it.
Talk
Full
about
bummy.
substance
Full
abuse. Talk
bum
about
mode.
sober
Substance
October.
abuse. Oh, all right. Here's one.
Yeah.
Here's one. This is what it was funny because I did that shit with the doctor, and then
Shout
I
out.
came home, and I was like scrolling through Facebook, and this article came across, and it was an article about it's called survivor bias, right? And I was like, what the fuck is this thing? Because the headline, it was something the way the headline was written. I was like, what the fuck is this thing even talking about?
Clickbait.
Right, it got me. And I click it. I thought it was gonna be about like how some people are more optimistic because they survived a plane crash, but it turned into a whole article about substance abuse.
They snatched you.
And it was talking about it's like, you know why you don't hear the stories of people drinking 30 beers every night and making it home because you're the only one doing it.
Damn.
Damn, dude. Holy shit.
It was like because everybody else that does it dies or goes to jail. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
You're telling me I'm the best of the best?
Well, also,
So every time I brag about it, I'm just like, yeah, I've been hit by lightning like 5 times.
Survival of the fittest,
You ever
baby.
fucking, yeah. So what, you think I'm going to stop talking about it now? Fuck you. Yeah.
Never.
Oh, I'm the only one. Goddamn right I am. You
a
fucking
survivor. I'm not gonna give up. Yeah. That's so silly.
There you go. See, that's a new
bias.
joke. Do that on Thursday.
Right. I'll do it.
Survivor
I'll do it
bias.
just for you on Thursday.
Dude, I will say the last time that
That's
you
a
were
hell
on
of a
this-
that's a hell of a lead up though. Let me explain an article about survivor
Hey,
bias.
so you guys ever participated in Sober October?
Let me
you
talk-
fucking cunts.
Let me
All of
talk
them with
to you
drinks in
guys
front of you.
about why I went to the doctor the other day. No,
So I had a
last-
doctor's appointment.
Last time you were on this podcast, you did that. What joke was it?
The airplane joke.
The airplane
the Santa
joke with your
Claus
daughter?
one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you did it like on Thursday, and it killed. And I was like, hell yeah.
Thad and I
dude.
looked at each other. We were so proud.
We
We
were
were
like,
like,
yo,
he
he
did
did
that.
that. He
He
did
did
that on the Mars,
He
dude.
did it.
We have the
He
first
worked it out right.
rendition. We
He
have
did
the
the first
master.
Joe's
We
got
got
it in
the master
recording.
of
That's
dude.
our joke now. That's ours.
That's got the Beanie Boys logo
We
on
own
it.
Jonny Bratsveen.
Come on, goddamn.
Yeah.
Let's go.
We snatched him.
No, I'll do it on Thursday. I
Fuck it
I
up.
forget that those come up all the time.
Your shows?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
I was g-
thank God
yeah.
you just live at
Like
Looney's
this
anyway.
is literally the day I usually find. Oh fuck, that's this week.
I gotta do that. Cancel my oil change appointment.
You're like, oh shit.
Sorry guys, I can't do the Destiny raid tomorrow. I got a fucking show.
Yeah, I was gonna say family dinner, but I forgot that you prefer the
Yeah,
Xbox.
It's just Xbox.
Right.
Yeah, or the PlayStation.
Dude, I got the young kids. There's nothing I can do besides keep them alive.
yeah.
The ones
and if you've done that,
the one's getting ready to hit 5. She's gonna go into school, and then I've lost her.
cut,
Lost
print,
You know
drop
what I'm
the
saying?
gate, fucking close it. You're done.
She just needs to know when she walks into those school doors, Daddy loves her, and I've done the right thing. And
yeah,
I'll catch up with her when she's like 15. Like, you know?
yeah. 15. You'll see me in a bit, babe.
Come
on.
How were the past 10 years, by the way?
You have a good
But
decade?
come on, bro. I'm just saying, like, what are we, dude? Life becomes such a fucking routine.
Sure.
What are you gonna do?
Are you an Xbox or a PlayStation guy?
I'm both, nigga.
Hell
I'm
yeah, that's the
paid up
correct
here.
answer.
I'm a paid comic.
Come
huh?
correct or don't answer question.
What do you think that Comedy Central credit for me to have one game station?
I got both.
I got
gaming
both.
consoles.
I got a computer that has a lot of viruses on it.
I got a PC on the way.
That's a flex.
I've got a
viruses?
Nintendo Switch
Hey,
that's honestly the biggest.
with a
one.
lot of sticky kid handprints on
Okay,
it.
Never
Blah.
mind then.
That's right.
One of them nasty ones.
I got a Joy-Con controller chewed up.
Chewed up.
By the kid or the dog?
By the kid.
Oh, jeez.
Chewed up.
She got an oral fixation because I smoked her entire life.
Nah.
I want to do that.
All she sees is me smoking.
Nature voices.
That's gonna be the
Noichi.
hardest thing for me to be like, hey, don't do that.
Do
That's-
not smoke this.
That's why you come back when she's 15.
Right.
To be like,
You can
hey,
just
that's
That's when you
her
go
a cig.
smoke behind. You just
That's
go
bad.
smoke
Yeah.
in the corner of
Go
your
smoke in
house.
that tunnel that you go with your friends at, or whatever Netflix shows.
I told
are on
my
this
wife,
15
she
thing
tried,
out.
why don't you like smoke on this side of the house? And I was like, oh yeah, because that's not gonna make our daughter think of me a certain way.
Yeah, Dad leaves every time.
night, Dad has to go to the side of the house where there's nothing over there.
curl up in a little ball.
The
and then he
neighbors
comes
just
back
watch him.
smiling with red eyes.
His weird neighbors
No,
just stare.
Daddy's getting high, baby.
Don't worry
it's,
about it.
It's more normal with kids now.
Should we check in on the game?
I'm a smoke.
We have 1 minute left.
Right,
Yeah,
have you lost
so
your money yet?
My bet's not looking too good.
So there's 6 minutes left, and Thad's
Double
losing by
down.
13.
Don't be a fucking bitch.
I already
I
did
think-
double down.
But double down again. Maybe
I
if you put
think-
$20 more down, they'll tell them and they'll play
I
better.
also just kind of forgot that Boston was like the
Good.
runner-up to the champion.
Yeah, they're kind of
know?
good. Did
Like
you
they-
see their lineup? And then you got like this slippery person who's just like traveling
And
all
Joel
over the place.
Embiid is fucking 7'4" and can't make a layup.
He
How
is not
about-
7'4". He
How about the
wishes.
Golden State Warriors having their ring ceremony and LeBron in the house?
And ding, ding, ding.
on purpose. They did that.
Come on.
Is that tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
dude.
tonight.
That's the only reason I'm
That'll
going to
be on.
watch because I
Yeah.
want to see him zoom in on LeBron's face when they're handing out the rings.
It's gonna
It's
be a
just-
whole thing. It's
gonna be
gonna be
bittersweet.
all over ESPN and SportsCenter. LeBron was not happy.
I like that you just said ESPN like that was the first time you've ever said it out loud. You're like ESPN. Just
It's
making
in
sure
the
you got
game.
it all
I
right.
enunciated pretty well.
Yeah, you're doing well. Dad
nailed it.
likes pronouncing shit right.
Anyways, thanks, Johnny.
Dad likes pronouncing shit right.
Catch him around.
He's gonna lose a lot of
I'm
money
doing
on
Loonies
this
at
game.
in November.
Don't bet
Oh,
shit
you're
At
headlining?
November
basketball
18th, I'm
game.
headlining.
Holy
That
shit.
weekend,
Hey,
get your tickets.
get
It's
your
on the
tickets.
websites.
LooniesComedyCorner.com.
Johnny
Bing
Bratsveen
bong.
is headlining because he has a Comedy Central.
That's right.
Yeah, Johnny
correct.
Bratsveen. Look him up, follow him, give him money.
Do I
Fuck
stare
him.
this camera down? That's right.
Yeah, say it to camera 1 and 2 right there.
Where's
Same
camera
camera.
two?
There's
Same
no,
camera.
There's no camera too.
Same camera.
Camera one.
We got robbed.
All right, that's been Beanie Boys. Thanks, guys. Bye. Fuck off.